Hey guys, and welcome back to Farm Simulator 2017 on Sandy Bay as C-130 flies over. So a couple of new things. Seems like there's some trees missing up here. So this is where you spawn in the Willow Farm. Auction David has put animated clouds in now. So these ones here right in front, you've got to stand still for a little and figure out which ones they are. You see them moving? So I'll put the pointer just in front of this here. And you can see it's getting closer quite clearly. So that one's a new one. Also, there's some others around. This one here. Along with the balloon there. It looks amazing. Honestly, they blend in too well, I think. Like, you can't even tell they're there. But they're moving, which is kind of cool. Was a huge one that just kind of rotated around. He posted a video on it. I think his links could possibly still be in the description. If not, I will try and remember to add them in. So, what is the tasks for today? Well, let's get to the main farm. Yep, we're at the main farm. New combine. As I did say in yesterday's video, hopefully you guys have seen it. I have noticed there's a lot of people, the views seem to be down on Cobra. So is it a case of you guys are bored with that map? I hope not, because, wow, it's the only map I really I want to play other than Sandy Bay. I got a class Lexion 780. The link is in the mod spreadsheet. I sort of stuff that I want to use, I practice reskinning on. And I did this, just basically added my logo on the back here, and my name on the back. So that is it, and of course on the side there, a lot of real farms actually put their logos here in this real estate. I had some fine sort of class financial services on the side. I don't want that on my combine, so be gone, I said to that. So let's open up the PDA and have a look. So I think the way I'm going to play it with seasons in is a lot of fast times and pauses, and all of a sudden, bam, we're doing something else. So field 2013-14 needs ploughing, but it's got cropping, I believe, and 8. So we have wheat in field 13, and I believe winter barley in 14, which it is currently autumn, so that will grow over winter. Other than looking after the animals, let's check our animals out. So, productivity 80%, cleanliness 5, they need cleaning big time. But, oh, that's right, we can't do anything, so we need to actually jump in the front loader, or the telehandler, and go take care of them. The cows don't have any grass, which isn't a big deal. They're still up at 81%. And the rest of this stuff is all good to go. So, let's jump into the Merlot. Fire this old girl up. Turn that down in my headset because that is way loud, and move these over, so you're probably going to hear me chuck some stuff on the floor to get it out of my way so I can turn down my headset. And go park this up. Well, I'll put the forks in here. Grab the bucket that's just there. So what happened with the sheep is I filled the gave them grass. I should have done it the other way around. With the tyre for push and feed, it will actually put it back into their trough, which is awesome. But don't go ahead and feed them first, because that's where I screwed up. So no, I can't put the grass back in there, and their cleanliness is down, which works in a benefit because I can now scoop it up and feed it to the cows as they need grass. So it's no big deal, I guess. After we've done this, what I will go ahead and do is probably fast time it a little bit. We'll stop back in and see how it goes. I am going to use the real quick fast time. That does have some possible issues now and again with Seasons mod, so it's a case of user beware on that one. So slowly cut through here. Opens this gate. Now I'll have full trust in the sheep. I won't actually open it or shut the gate. Hopefully they don't go and do a runner. I'm not too sure how much grass we actually have down here. Probably not much. But it's just enough where I can't actually fill it. Annoyingly. Huge pasture for the sheep. You could probably get away with cutting a big chunk of that for grass for them over in the back sector. Yeah. Alright, so we've got about 92 litres of grass. Not a great deal. That should have bumped them up. If I fast time, that should show that. Before we get all the way through, let's go double check. They do have plenty of water. And is it clean? Looks it. Yeah, it's good to go. So they're happy. Weave in and out of the sheep. How much wool do we have? Just 2 bales of wool. Quite a bit of money out there. Seriously, if you're trying to get a farm going and have it legit, buy yourself some sheep. Do your first harvest, buy yourself sheep ASAP. Because they just make money big time. For whatever reason, sheep are king in this game. So I don't think there's any other changes than water in here now, which I'm so glad to see. That texture layer that was there. Ducks! We actually have animated ducks here. Are these the ducks from Thornton that I could never find? Oh, I wonder if that's what it is. I never saw the ducks in Thornton. That's cool. That's really cool. But yeah, so we got water texture down there now, which I'm so happy about. The texture that was there, basically it was because of the sea. I couldn't figure out how to get a water plane on a different height. And honestly, I said this to him, it just didn't look good. It really didn't. I understood why it was like that, but it just didn't look that good. The cows are going to need a bit of cleanup at some point. So what I'm really hoping to get is enough manure at some point from either the cows or pigs or all of the above to do some sort of manure and slurry work. I've not done some in such a long time. It'd be nice to finally get around to doing some of that stuff. I'll park this up in here, shut the doors up, as it's probably going to be a while before we use this. So one thing I do want to say is I have been playing a lot of ETS and ATS recently. Getting my mods back in on that, the ones I enjoy using. So the chances are there could very well be a ETS or ATS video this week. What I'm thinking of doing, and it won't be all the time, but it's something I do want to do, that is like Wednesdays. For whatever reason, Wednesday, midweek, seems a good day for truck videos. So if I get enough stuff done today, video-wise, as of course Monday is my recording day, and I got up early, so should be good to get this stuff done. That is the plan. To basically, at some point, record a ETS ATS video. So I'll pause and fast time. Alrighty, a new day, day 2. Let's check out the forecast. So we're getting closer to winter. We are getting closer to winter. Let's check out our animals and see what they need. You can see the sun is very low, so cleanliness on the sheep are not too bad. Water and cleanliness on everything else is good. So really, well, the cleanliness isn't, so that's basically what we're going to be doing. So for that, I think we'll jump in the 7530. Well, it is my favourite tractor in real life, hands down. And it's nice I'm going to be able to lusted over it in One Lonely Farmer's videos, as he has picked one of these puppies up. So jump into that. What we'll do is we'll do the pigs first, as we're not too far away from the little piggies. And Fort Bacon. We'll switch on the farm lights too. Click. There we go. They're all on. Not that we really need it, but the sun's still kind of low. I love the lighting effects. I know I say that all the time, but the lighting is absolutely amazing. Some manure there. Ah, yes, you have been dirty, dirty piggies. Now we may actually have to buy food for these guys for quite a while. As, honestly, we haven't got anything to make their food yet. I wouldn't mind putting in the mixing station, but I will probably purchase that when I can actually do the mix, unlike last time, so we'll just buy their stuff, buy their feed until then. So that's the pigs happy in theory. And I don't know where I would put the mixing station to. Honestly, there's a huge part of me that would love to, and I may ask Oxygen David if he can do it for me when the map is released for a private edit, to rip out one of these silage. Because what do we have? We have 3 of them. So if we could rip out, say, this one, so I could put a placeable over here and turn all of this into this type of ground, it would be amazing. Somewhere to put a placeable that's not too far away from the yard would be nice. Unrealistic, I guess, but hey, I do have that mixer that does do pig food as well. You can put pig food in there and mixes it together. It's just a case of, do I really want to buy or have something on my maps like that? I don't know. Or we can just do it the old-fashioned way. But we've got so much storage, we could do that. We really could do that. Keep the sugar beets up at Willow Farm. That is an option, actually. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Take it day by day. Alright, let's switch this on. So we do have a grass pile there that is not supposed to be there, as you guys know. But we will fix that one day. We'll go along with the Merlot and probably scoop it up and give it to the cows. Basically, what we can do is any grass. Alright, that's that done there. Don't know where the cows are. Oh, they're out there. We've only got 4 of them, so it's going to be slow progress. I don't know when these guys will breed. I think it's in the summer, because seasons does change that too. Not sure if it will say. Let's see if we can just blip time along a little bit so it will register. And then it usually will show then. Or maybe it won't because it's out of breeding season for them. And then we will head over to our sheep. So that's the thing, these type of videos, and it was Mark that said a valid point. With seasons, it gives you a chance to do sort of yard work videos as well. I know some people do like go, 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 but there's other times where, yeah. Morning, Donald. So I have named the duck. We have just named it. It is now called Donald the Duck. There goes Donald. I think it's a female actually too, because of the it's definitely a mallard. Get in the water with it. Definitely a mallard, but it doesn't have the nice blue colours. Dave, if you're watching this and it is the duck from Thornton, if that is female, how cool would it be to have some little ducklings following it? And then we'll have to name it the female from Donald Duck. I can't remember what the name was. I'm terrible with it. Stuff like that. I didn't actually, as a kid, didn't watch too many Disney stuff. Never was a big fan of that. Alright, so we'll open the gate. Hopefully the sheep don't see the fact that this door is wide open again. We'll check our fields too, so we'll probably take a trip in the landy. Right, they took all that grass. The sheep, I think, are one of the messiest animals. I really do think so. Their water looks good as well. It's just quick in and out of this paddock. There we go. So you'll see me probably quite a few times in this episode doing this exact same thing, possibly even feeding them. It basically, we're simulating several days going by at the same time. That being said, we have got something special lined up. Whether we'll do this episode, I don't know. Hasn't I've got planned, so we'll find out. So I'm actually going to leave this on, this attachment on, and we'll just actually dump this thing in here. That's the thing I like about the new Sandy Bay, is there's more storage and you can shake a stick at. There really is. And I need to switch the lights off. There we go, that's better. That's just crazy storage. Alrighty, I know I get asked this question quite a few times. The Land Rover situation here. The Land Rover is by, well, the redo of the Land Rover is by Virtual Farmer. He is not the original porter of the mod or anything like that, but the stuff that guy has done to this thing is breathtaking. He's got in the works now a left-hand drive conversion for it. The original model of this, that we do know where it was purchased for off-road drive, those guys did not make it, they purchased the model, was originally left-hand drive. Virtual's basically undoing what they did, aka making it right-hand drive and making it left-hand drive. I think we're going to have two versions for any of you that want to use the right-hand drive version, but we will have the left-hand drive version. I talked to him recently too about adding some mud flaps, because face it, most Land Rovers have mud flaps on the back. And I think that's why it looks so funny with the small tyres. That's why I keep the off-road tyres on it. Personally, that's how I would actually have mine, but yeah, having the mud flaps would be good. And of course, this is the original Dakar 1, untouched, just retextured by Virtual with the Defender stuff going up the side, and my logo is what I put on there myself. He sent me the files to do that. So it's a little different, but this is my off-road one, and this is my workhorse. So I can't be asked to take the trailer off and maneuver that, so we'll head off to the field with that on, and we will go check out our growth to see what is going on down there, whether our crop is nice and healthy still, or whether it has died off and I am out of a lot of money. We should be okay though, I hope. I think I've got the growth stuff down now with seasons, which I believe could be getting changed. I don't know. Last update for seasons for us guys on the effectively chat room is where they send us the stable version, was on the 19th. So I think coming up we are probably due for an update pretty soon. Maybe asking about seasons, when is that going to be out? We have no idea. There is no release date. There is no release date in sight. It's a mod that is absolutely full of scripts. So there's a lot of stuff that could screw up in it, and there's a lot of stuff that does from time to time. So it's one of these things that's got a lot to iron out. It's kind of like Courseplay. It's probably going to be similar to Courseplay, where you've got the base model that comes out of it, and it's always being updated. It's probably never going to be done. But it does add so much more to the game, and I think it's not like soil mod where you constantly are spraying or doing stuff like that. It kind of slows the gameplay down. I would question, for me doing the videos, is it a little too slow? It's, yeah, borderline, I think. Even though I do have a season on 3 days, even for the average person player, other than harvest period is where you want it to go the slowest. What the heck are you going to be doing during the rest of the time? That's what I question. And of course it's arable farms, that's the time where they lay people off for the time being. So spin around here and get out and walk our but over to the fields and have a look-see. So yeah, we've got the shoots coming up here. Looks like they're coming along quite nicely. Little bits like this is just stuff that we've missed previously. How that happened, I have no idea. And this is an issue with Seasons mod. Basically, one line will grow, and it's actually all across the map. It's like a grid. It does it. It's weird. That car was loud. I went by outside. Grain. I wonder how that got there. I had to empty the grain from this field, so I just dumped it there. I'm not too worried. And of course, courseplay does ruin the edges, which does suck. But this is the wheat. Why did it miss so much? Must have been on the corners. And here is our tram lines. Some of them went through okay, and others did not. That is with the Proceed mod. That is a pretty interesting mod to get used to, let me tell you. Look forward to actually seeing if the tram lines are any good. Of course, with our core 1 stage fertilization on, and with that on, of course, all the animals are okay now, sweet. With that on, it's basically screwed us for doing any fertilization. Why have I got it on? Seasons mod screws it, basically. That's the fundamental point. Seasons mod is broken that side of things, which sucks. It really does. So, it's good for field 20, but for 14 and 8 and 4, well, 8 I guess, as long as I don't have crop on there that's going to have crop straw, then we should be okay. So we'll head back to the farm. We'll give this the old pauseroo, drive back, give it a fast time, probably clean the animals, probably have to feed them this time, and we'll see where we go from there. Well, I just got a great demand for wool at the spinnery. I know we only have 2 bales of wool. I will be stupid if I pass that opportunity up. So we're going to jump in the forklift, and we're going to load that up onto a trailer. It's times like this I wish we had a small trailer for the landy. Then we are going to go take that down and sell that for 9k per bale. Yes, that's what I mean. Wool is very, very profitable, and we like it a great deal. I was actually fast timing it at 120 speed. I almost missed that. I'm glad I didn't. So we'll be back when we're in the forklift, I guess. Alright, so header situation. We've got the same header that's on Cobra. We've also got the Mac Dawn that I'm really looking forward to giving that a trial. I didn't see any comments about that, although I have been slacking, and I do apologise in the comments section recently. I go through phases where I will read them all. Ooh, that's clipping through. I do read all the comments, I will say this. Sometimes I go for a phase and not replying back, which is bad form, and I will apologise for that. Sometimes some of the comments are kind of hard to even reply to, because it's like, what are you going to say back to some of them? But I do read them all, just want to put that out there. I'm jumping on this guy. And head on over to the sheep. Grab that. Grab probably... what tractor shall we go with? Maybe the Voltra. Oh, I know, actually, the 85. I've not used the 85 for a while. We'll jump in the 85 with the low loader trailer. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use that guy. And take that down to the spinnery. It's a shame it's only 1 pallet of wool. That would be amazing money. More money than we knew what to do with, probably. Righty, so here is the pallet. So each bale of wool, I was under the impression ages ago that 1 pallet would be 7k. No. It actually goes by that there and that there. So that's there's one 7k, and that's another 7k. It's just, oh wow. The sheep were definitely overlooked in previous games, I believe. Not anymore. We have become a full-fledged sheep farmer. Yes, you guys are making us money. Whoa, that was steeper than I was expecting. If it wasn't so far away, this forklift does have a good road speed of 18 miles an hour. I would consider driving down there myself, but with... How full was that actually? Oh, it's only got 2 full bales, so hopefully they're full. I would consider driving down there, but it's a little too far, I think. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you have enjoyed this style of episode. This is how I will probably do them moving forward with Seasons modding, other than Harvest Period. Harvest Period we will let the game just roll on through normal time instead of fast forwarding sort of through several days. I don't know if I even know if I'm actually going to take these off the forks. I may even leave it on. Let's find our trailer, get all hooked up. I think it's actually over the back there, so it won't be too far away. Get this whole thing started. So this is the 8370R by Tech Modern. I'm surprised we've not seen an update from this yet. I was hoping we would have seen that. As the trailer's not too far away, we'll just drive over there quick and grab it. So the reason you have not seen me use this tractor too much is currently it's not cosplay friendly. You cannot use cosplay on it. Which you may be saying, well, why don't you do the work yourself? Well, some of the fields are a little too big for that. And just for video's sake, I kind of like to keep the stuff rolling through and trying to keep it interesting, to say the least. So doing other tasks at the same time. Although I will stick by what I've said previously. It is farming, and it can't always be entertaining and fun and doing fun stuff on a farm. I'm trying to keep it as interesting as possible, especially when it's slow periods like this right now. And both maps are pretty well synced up. As soon as we get into autumn, we'll be full out seeding, and seeding like a madman on the farm. So that'll be a busy period for us. And of course, if you guys want to catch up and see what we get up to, or I get up to, should I say, the live streams and the live stream archives when they go live are the best way to play catch up. That I try and keep it to tasks which typically may be lengthy, and seeding is one of them. Sometimes harvesting, depending on the field I'm doing. It's going to be hard when I get to that point. I will probably end up flip-flopping which map I do per day, just to keep it entertaining, and not so I'm speeding while ahead on one map and end up getting all synced up again, because that is an absolute nightmare when that happens. You're probably, most YouTubers that hear about me saying this, or if you ask them, will say the same thing if they're doing a few maps at a time, where most of us do at this point. Getting them synced up where you're doing a very similar thing on both maps is just a pain in the derriere. So we'll wait for this truck to go by and we'll pull on out. It seems so stupid. This is a lot of gear just to take for one pallet of wool. If I had a front loader tractor, I would probably just use that more than anything. Even the Merlot I could use, but that Merlot, I don't know, the road speed on it's not that great. But this one cruises pretty good. If I can stay on my side of the road, as it chucked me over that way. I may end up getting a set of front forks, or a front loader for the 7530. As we used in Chillington, maybe worth doing just for jobs like this, whereas the odd pallet of wool and could do with getting down there pretty sharpish instead of loading all this stuff up. Traffic's clear. Yep, good. Let's go. Go, go, go. And of course, doing this makes the thumbnail difficult, so we may end up using this as a thumbnail with this stuff on, with the great demand. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Cobra Park Farm. What are we doing on Cobra? I think we have just got done cultivating, possibly seeding winter barley, winter wheat. We're a little further behind than we are on this season. Hoping by the end of this video to be pretty much through autumn and getting very close to spring. So we can do the old big spring forward. Ah, look at all the traffic there, that's awesome. So this actually shows, I think for the most part, just stop in the middle of the road, all custom traffic on Sound Bay. So Dave, if you're watching this, correct me if I'm wrong, but these are the vehicles you are likely to see as traffic. So basically these are from the Snovnokia pack, I think. Because these aren't English cars. Well, that could be. That looks almost like a Nissan 110 kind of thing. You got the Lada, which is very clear. The F-150, Bronco, miscellaneous, Impala. It's a Dodge in real life, basically, by the looks of that. See them quite often over here. This is the Gaz pickup truck, which is really nice. I like this. Yeah. A rollerblade, the Lada again, and yeah, basically rinse and repeat. And of course the static vehicle of the old transit van. But that's the traffic you can expect to see, and there's two of them, which is just default. Hop over the fence. Barbed wire fencing for a car park. That is interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. I didn't realise that was barbed wire. The old caravan there. That'd be kind of cool if there was a stationary van or something in front of that. Oh, did I just miss my turn? I do believe I did. Let's see if I can sort this out. I was too busy looking at the fence and looking at the scenery. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch off traffic. Or is there a possible way of getting out of this? Yes, there is. Oh, I'm glad I made it over here. So what is this? Day 2, one more in-game day of autumn, which we'll get through this week. There's the Lada going by as a AI traffic. Haven't seen the other examples yet. Really? You had the need to do that? Or if I can cut in over here, we can just pull in like nothing ever happened. And these are the type of mistakes that I love leaving in the video so you guys can laugh at my expense. I do think it's kind of funny when stuff like this happens, honestly. Looking at the scenery, la 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 la, oh poop. Basically. Alright, we'll unload it here. We'll grab our thumbnail first. And then we'll start unloading here. So we will be right back. Alrighty, thumbnail taken. I had to do that because, well, I was trying to think of stuff that I could do for the thumbnail, and well, this seems the best one. As you'll see why in a minute. Let's enjoy the fresh air and open up the doors on this forklift. Now it's funny how this is changed up. I did used to say that this forklift is going to be at the store and the store only, and I'll never use it around the yard. Oh my god, this thing gets used around the yard quite a lot. Even as just a little shuttle to move stuff around. Okay, so the wall sell point, I believe, is just right in front of us. We could have drove through that, probably, without bringing this down, but oh, that wouldn't be fun. Bam. Oh, okay, I may have been wrong before. That was 4K. So a full pallet would have been 7K. I was wrong on that one. There you go. I was led to believe from previous experiences one thing was 7K. Interesting. Well, I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I'll put this back of the rear axle again. Is it lined up correctly? roughly. And then we'll probably call it a video, because it makes no sense to do anything else. And matter of fact, this is the end of the video. So let me know again in the comments if you have enjoyed this type of episode. I will bring that forward for this week, so you get to the full flavour of how I want to do stuff on here now. And there's another one of those moving clouds right in front of us. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will be back. Oh, now that's nice. Tomorrow for Cobra Park Farm. See ya.